you the setup for our Beat the Heat second day of our two-day event here. And I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about the sound system that we use. This is the Yamaha stagepas 400i. As you can see, it fits nicely in the vehicle. It's not that big. It's just two speakers. You can carry them out. Anybody can carry them. I don't work out. I'm kind of a weakling and I can do it.
You do too, work out. I can carry them one at a time.
So we're just going to walk you through the ease of setup with this system. This is, it's nice to have two speakers at an event versus one, because if you only have one at an event, you can only point the sound in one direction. So if you're pointing the sound on the field for players to hear the countdown and the announcements, then the folks around you maybe don't hear the running order and things like that. So this is a nice system. It's about $500 on Amazon. They have an updated one that's Bluetooth that's a little bit more, but I don't have that one, so you'll be seeing the one without Bluetooth. So the cool thing about these speakers, this system, is that everything is kind of encased in the speaker. So you've got one speaker here, the back pops off, and you've got all the cords that you need. You've got your power cord, and two 30-yard speaker cords, so you can separate your speakers out. So I'm just going to take that out, pop that back in, and I can pop this on my speaker stand. And I'm going to point back towards the folks at our pavilion back there. So the second speaker, if you can see what's on it there, that's the amp and mixer. So everything is right there in one piece. It's got a little latch, you pop it off. I'm going to set that there on the table. Again, I just pop that on my speaker stand. I'm going to leave this one pointed towards the field so that the players can hear the announcements and the music and stuff like that, and of course the time. Alright, so here's my amp and mixer. I'm going to just power it up by taking the power cord, plugging it right in there, into our power strip over here. And I think we've got power. Okay, so that goes there. Now I've got my two speaker cords. Now the ones that come with the system aren't that long, so you can't spread the speakers out too far, but these are typical, very common 1/4-inch cords, so you can very easily through Amazon or any music store get 1/4-inch plugs, and get longer wires if you want to spread your system out a little bit longer, a little bit further. So we're going to plug, everything's color coded too, which is cool, red into red. And then we plug right into the back of that speaker.
You might need to pull it closer.
Yeah, we'll pull it a little bit closer in a little bit. Alright, so I've got my computer here. I've got two mics, and I want to hook everything up to this one system. So I've got my two XLR plugs here. So one of these is my wireless mic for the field, the other one is my wireless mic for announcing here at the table. So I'm just going to plug those in here to line 1 and 2. Now I've got two more spots for a microphone, and then I've got some audio line in, so it's got plenty of inputs. I've got a computer here set up to run the timer and the background music, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that in here. These are 1/4-inch inputs again. And the other cool thing about this system that I like is you can actually, there's a USB input, so I can go ahead and just plug a USB cord in there, plug this into my iPhone, and it'll keep my iPhone charged at the same time as running the audio right through the USB cord. So I've got everything set up. I'll just hit the power button here. And it doesn't look like I have power. So I'm going to have to figure out why we're not getting power from the pavilion. Cat, if you want to cut it, we'll figure out the power. Alright, looks like we figured out our power problem. I didn't plug in the power. So anyways, here we have, again, our amp and mixers all set up. I've got the computer plugged into one of the lines. I've got my wireless handheld mic and my wireless headset mic plugged into the other two. Each one of those lines has a separate volume control so that you can adjust the volume of each of those items, so that if your timer is not loud enough, you can turn that up. If you're not loud enough out on the field, you can turn that up. And then also I'm going to go ahead and plug in my iPhone here. So if I have background music or something, we can play that. So, and again, this would control it right here. We've got a separate knob for that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the system. We can just check and make sure everything's working okay. So, the sound coming through the phone right here. And then I can have my timer on my computer.
Ready, set, go.
And I've got a separate line for that, so I can adjust that. My microphone is set up, so again, all these I can adjust the different volumes, and then it's got a master volume right here.
45 seconds.
And I'm going to turn the music down so it doesn't get busted.
So anyway, that's it. That's one of the systems that you can use. It's a system we use a lot here in Florida. Dre just got one in St. Louis. It's a really nice package, all in one. So again, it's $500 on Amazon. I think it's $600 or $700 for the new one with Bluetooth, but I actually like the cords rather than the Bluetooth, because sometimes the Bluetooth, as you might know, disconnects and then reconnects. So sometimes there's stagepas 400i. Hope you guys learned a little bit. Thanks for checking out Sound Bytes.